How did she fall?
No fall.
Murder.
You killed her, Hal.
I loved her! If you told me you were fucking her, she'd still be alive!
Did the girl have any enemies?
Pincher brothers. They torched Charlotte's house.
Isaac did it, didn't he?
Do you know what perjury is?
These boys were with me.
Lydia, quickly. Charlotte, put her in Bedlam.
You made me into a beast.
Be assured, I hate you now.
I've got pressing business with Mrs. May.
I'm afraid she perished in the night. As Mrs. May's heir, all her holdings come to me.
Can go to hell.
How can we leave her in the ground?
So Mrs. Young is Charlotte's ma. You knew and said nothing.
I will mourn my sweet dear.
Condolences, Mr. Young.
I've nothing to say to you. We hear your wife lost her daughter, Charlotte Wells.
What do you want?
We'd like to buy your land.
Over my dead body?
No, over your wife's.
Our hearts are set on that land.
If you refuse to meet our terms, we'll give her name to the law.
I need to know who killed her.
You need to stay alive.
I can't just do nothing.
If the law fails, I'll be her justice. Maybe I can be yours too. The magistrate knocks. A sense of decency in him. Perhaps he can be worked on.
Hang me for murder, Will. Not for belching in a public place. You'd need a miracle.
I shall strive for one.
Did you spend the night with Isaac? Where are they? What state was he in? Why don't you ask my cunt? Can't tell which end is which.
You shall have your prince, my love. And I shall have my kingdom.
What's the trouble?
It's you. I can't sleep. I can't allow this feeling in my life.
Your man Nesham's here.
This time of day.
Tell him she's busy.
Take him to my room.
We don't want your custom.
You might not understand how much I love this house. My soul is in these walls. You took advantage of my son, and now I'd like to have it back.
All you own is paper. You've got no sway with me.
I saw a ghost last night. Margaret Wells. As I live and breathe. So it would appear. Does she?
You're as mad as a wet cat.
Maybe, but I know a hawk from a handsaw.
My mother's dead.
I'm impressed. I'm delighted. I've missed her. Where is she?
Get out. Get out!
I'm going to give you the gift of her life. In exchange, you and that tailor's dummy, Mrs. Harvey, will sign this property back to me. Tell Maggie I want to see her.
What's gonna happen to Greek Street?
You'll have its board again, if I have anything to do with it.
Go now.
Keep her safe, Fanny.
North!
John Kelly wants another bout to win his title back.
I can't put my mind to that right now.
North, help me. Or my next fight will be with that wall. Come on.
And how do you bear it? Loving a woman who does such work.
You're an Harriet. I'm glad.
Don't be. Another man's hands are on her.
You must live with it or lose her. She has children, as Margaret did. And must thrive upon her wits. Learn patience. But mine fails me still. I'll help you win your fight.
You bleed me dry.
It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Shame clings to murderers. Its claws in their backs.
What do you mean? How dare you?
It'll suck your blood until your guilt cries out.
Don't let him rattle you.
I want nothing of it. Sell it, now.
I can't bear trouble. I loathe it like an ache.
There's much to keep secret here.
Quickly's got a mangy toe-hold. She'll never give it up.
Mrs. May was spry as a sprout. I thought it very strange that she suddenly pegged it.
Mr. Knox,
I'm late. Is this urgent?
I've lost 2 women from my family. Neither of them deserve to die. Margaret Wells was shielding her daughter from a peer of the realm. What kind of law sees she hangs for that?
One written by peers of the realm.
One you must agree is unjust.
And justice upholding injustice. Why'd you consider I'd drink so?
I travelled to Scotland. Never drank so much in my life. Never laughed so much either. Is it possible to be pardoned after death?
It's not impossible. But such matters are dealt with by Parliament and the King. I hope you've pals in high places, Mr. North. Is she here?
most of us. Can't find one decent man, let alone two.
Ready to leave.
I feel like I'm losing you to the past.
How can I leave without knowing who killed Charlotte? Someone's got to pay for her death.
And who'll pay for yours? I've lost nearly everything to protect you.
What have you lost?
My dignity. The land. I sold it to the Pinchers for a song because they were going to denounce you to the law.
Jonas, they killed Charlotte. I couldn't feel it.
You're bent on vengeance, but you know where that ends. Remember the year we had? Our life, our plans. You could have a future as well as a past.
These are London matters. You don't understand.
My boat leaves tomorrow. You want your mother alive? Make sure she's on it.
I've met some vexing whores in my time. But your girl takes the biscuit.
She was expecting the prince to be princely.
I want my £50 back.
By nature, she is pure and passionate. She's a girl of the highest caliber. Won't you give her another chance?
In return, there's a dead weight you can help me shift.
How dead is she?
She was a pest. I stupefied her with laudanum. Childbirth ruins women. You can take her off.
What? Am I to take her in a coach like that?
You better like that than bawling.
It looks a little like kidnap.
Take her off, and I will give your goose another bite of the royal cherry.
How wonderful to be in your orbit again.
She said she wants to see you. That was her parting shot.
She'll see me, all right.
What is that for?
Don't worry yourself. I've been carrying it since I arrived. Dead women must protect themselves.
I'll sell it, but 3 ways equal. Cut Emily in.
She's not getting a sniff of my dust.
We owe her. She deserves it.
We can use your influence.
Do you think my influence will help? I'm struggling to find my own daughter.
My brother's behind it. He was all but laughing in my face.
You should draw him out. Let him think he's winning. Look for his weakness and exploit it.
I am his weakness. I'll do everything in my power for Mrs. Wells.
I should teach you how to box. Could knock your brother out.
Now that is terribly tempting.
Isaac, we owe her.
You're cunt-struck. No. If you're not in love with her, you're a ball hair away from it.
Love's for fools.
She'll blab. Once a woman starts, her secrets gush. That magistrate will prise her teeth apart.
I can keep her eating sugar from my hands.
She's been a parasite on you for long enough.
She loves money. We cut her into the land, and we buy her.
Your little hummingbird is flapping at the door.
What did you hear?
Enough.
I'm keeping him on side. He needs mollifying. He always has. I'm doing this for us. You and me. You'll see.
Nancy, I thought you had retired.
What do you want, Lobcock?
See you next time, love.
Fine. I've been losing my head. I don't know what to do. I need help. Isaac's acting deranged. And how? I fear he's turning on me.
You stayed with them after they tortured this house. You stayed with them after they killed Charlotte.
That's not how you lied. To protect them. They trapped me.
You trapped yourself! You've made your bed and you're not welcome here. You're turning into Margaret Wells!
Christ. Mrs. Wells, you're dead.
I gave the Grim Reaper one for free and he let me off. Be careful, Cherry. Some night that witch will roast you on a spit. Where is she?
Out. Mrs. Quigley is my mother. I don't like your tone. Your mother.
She's a bloodsucker, not a mother.
She's cared for me. I'd have perished without her.
You don't know what she is, do you? Her soul. It's misshapen. Lydia Quigley bought me when I was 10 years old. My girls would do anything she'd say. And we did.
She brought me out of hell.
She took one look at you and saw her first-rate prophet. You were with her. And like my daughter Charlotte died. Tell me. Did Lydia kill her?
No. She's mourned her grievously. She loved her.
She asked to see me, and so I came. You tell her, if she comes near my Lucy, then God help me.
Oh! Oh, Anne!
Command yourself. You dare die in my care.
When I saw Mrs. May, she was in the pink of health. 2 days later, she rots in her earth bath. Mrs. Quigley, her sole heir, is but a week out of Bedlam. Now she wears Mrs. May's best wig. Is that not a tale to chill your blood?
Indeed. I can only wonder what prompts you to tell it. Your rival bod, perhaps?
I am in tailoring and haberdashery. You need a suit. Mrs. Quigley is a danger. She shouldn't be free.
Lydia Quigley knows Ma's here. She's been sniffing around Golden Square, and I think the Pinchers know too.
Where is she?
She's going to Nancy's. Jacob said you were looking for me.
I'm trying to get your ma a pardon.
It's a bit extravagant, I hope.
We need a man of parliament to speak for us. You're Mr. Croft. He's a radical. And he has some power.
I'll make him help us.
Yeah.
Take my timepiece for now. I'll pay you all the money by Friday. Or you can take my teeth. My watch dealer. He pays a fine price. You take my breath away. I am dazzled.
I've missed you. Every moment.
I've been aching at night just thinking of you.
I'm a helpless prisoner of love.
Life is short. Time is cruel. We can't waste a moment.
Let's be wed.
Tomorrow.
Yes. Yes.
What may we fit you with?
Eliza Wade. She live here?
Sorry, who?
Little Fred. If I'm a day...
You must have mistaken me.
No, you're quite unique. A streak of urine like no other.
Shall I throw him out?
Hasn't he told you all about me? I'm his loving father.
He's a vile wretch my poor departed mother was once tied to.
Departed? I can smell her scent. She's tied still. That's what a marriage is. A sacred bond divisible by death.
What do you want?
She's a damned siren. A saucy, grinning slave.
Get out!
2 years! I rotted in that debtor's jail, paying off your ma's debt! You tell her I was here. You tell her sundown, I'll be back.
You dirty little turd!
You must find another tormentor.
Lance? Is there something I can do?
Go home, Bill. I'm done.
Do you have no business today, my lord? You've been here hours.
I dread going home to my wife. A man should plough more fields, sow more seeds before he buys a cow.
Better not put those back on. I have imbibed the Spanish fly.
Nance, go to the Saracens and get Emily. We'll prize the truth out of her like a scallop from its shell.
I can't help you.
What are you doing?
I'm going.
Where?
As far as my boots.
What for?
To find out when I get there.
Nancy, I've got to stay hidden. People know I'm here.
Then don't follow.
Help me. We must get her upstairs.
Anne Pettifar.
What's been done to her?
The Marquis is tired of her.
How could you have anything to do with this?
I did it for you. I've got you a private tryst with the prince. Now, Anne! Anne, you're back with me.
No. No. No, no.
It couldn't last forever, and here we are, together again.
Where's my baby?
They suck you dry, and they grow to despise you. He's with his father.
No!
The magistrate's here.
Kate, get rid of him. Shh, 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 shh.
I wondered when you'd come.
The vanity. I'm here to see Mrs. Quigley.
She's not in. It's stifling in there. Walk with me.
Your husband called by.
How? I just left him a happy man.
Your other husband, Papa Wade, is out of debtor's jail.
He threatened Fredo. Said he'd see you at sundown.
That man will never hurt you. Never again. You understand? What is in my stars today, eh? What is this confluence of shit?
Men can be so awful, so utterly dreadful, so beyond vile. I can hardly believe they're human.
I wish I could contradict you. Say, no, we're lovely when you get to know us, but that'd be blether. We're dogs.
Justice? What business have you with my Kate?
I'm here to inquire about the mysterious perishing of your landlady, Mrs. May. I believe you might be able to enlighten me as to how she died.
She choked. I'm devastated.
But somewhat comforted by your inheritance.
She's in the dead house, awaiting a grave. A fishbone lodged in her craw.
Aye. Let's go see if we can smell something fishy then, shall we? Good day to you, miss.
So you're just going to walk till your boots wear out? Is that your plan? Can't stay here. You just leave without a word to anyone? Nancy Birch, come back here. I'll shoot you.
Oh, go on then. Do us all a favour.
You always do this. When you're hurting, you take yourself off like a wounded fox. You never let anyone close.
No, that's the problem. I let you close, you went away. And Charlotte, she went. And now I feel sick. And so I am going away.
That's love.
No, don't you tell me what love is.
It hurts. And you're a coward for running.
You tell me who left who and who is always left behind. You shouldn't have gone. Not in your state. Oh, Max. I'm sorry.
Is that your list?
Go away, fly, or I'll swat you.
I'm not your enemy. And for Hal's sake, I want us to be friends.
Friends? Knowing any day your tongue could turn. I'd rather eat my own arsehole. One of us has to go. And it's not going to be me.
This verse for your victim.
Give it back, you little...
Nothing sates the gnawing grief. Death stole you like a common thief. Death didn't steal her. You did.
You don't know when to shut your mouth.
You ungrateful bastard! I've worked so hard on your behalf. The American land was my find, and you've lost it.
Lost it? We triumphed. Hal sells it on as we speak.
You blackmailed Mr. Young. You took Mrs. Wells's daughter. And then her land.
It was your precious Hal's idea. He's the genius.
I want no part of this.
Then why are you still standing here? How much for you to be gone? Take my half and go.
You'd give me half the money.
you get on a boat and build a little fairy cabin on a far-flung shore.
I have an appointment with royalty.
That's a line worthy of Bedlam.
The Marquis of Blaine and His Royal Highness Prince Henry are expecting me. There'll be repercussions for you if I'm late.
Is that where your girl is destined?
Her name is Kate Quigley, and she will soar above the likes of you. May I go? Kate, why aren't you dressed?
I'm not going.
What do you mean? Are you ill?
Mrs. Wells was here. She dug you a grave.
Here. Find where she stayed. Kate, you mustn't listen to her words. They have no bearing on who I am now. You know me.
Virgin forest. Ripe for clearing. You won't regret your purchase.
May I draw you away for a while?
Who can refuse a scandalous lady?
Your wife knows about your mistress. I can pour oil on troubled waters in exchange for a small favor.
What favor?
A year ago, a woman confessed to a murder to save her child's life from Lord Fallon.
There are hunters, and there are prey. Killing is an art. The Spartans killed as a rite of passage.
I'm a Spartan too.
You are indeed a Spartan.
He took his own life. He used to say his nature was baleful, but it wasn't. I knew a different side to Lord Fallon. He was corrupted.
By whom?
The Marquis of Blaine.
What's this whore doing here? She offended me.
No, you offended her. And I thought that was rare. A prince offending a whore. She won't come easily. You'll have to chase her down.
Well, Venus, what say you?
I shall tell you in private, Your Royal Highness.
Will I in come or out, babe?
Sit there. Wait.
Lucy, I may want your help.
My pa says that you're a radical. What does that mean?
It means I believe the power should be taken from these lords and given to the clever men.
Has anyone in this house ever spoken up for women like me? And my ma and Charlotte?
One of us will. I'll do what I can for your late mother's pardon, and when the time comes, speak for me about Blaine. We'll protect you. There's another favor I ask.
Absolute pleasure.
Oh, say it again!
Wet my clams, precocks!
Say it again!
Wet my fucking clam, you cock!
Oh, Venus! Oh, Venus!
Charlotte would have loved America. I heard there were Puritans there.
Shrivelling the fruit.
You'd do well there.
What has?
Anything you want to be. A frontierswoman. You'd hold your own against the bears and the wolves.
I do that in Covent Garden.
Drink up. Then we go to the Saracen's Head.
Are you bloody mad?
I need to, Nancy.
I'm looking for my wife. She's at Nancy's. It's time she was home. She is at home. If you love her, you must see that she returns with me.
Do you think I'd let her be in danger? I found a way for her to stay in London safely.
Oh? How's that?
A pardon is being discussed in Parliament as we speak.
That can't be what she wants.
Let's ask her, shall we?
What do you want?
I'm leaving. Isaac's offering me money to go and I'm taking it. I've come to... I'm sorry.
For what?
I lied. To you. To the magistrate. Hal as good as told me. Isaac killed Charlotte.
I knew it. He was toying with her and twisting her up.
Curse his bastard son.
Now, Isaac doesn't like me or trust me. And I fear him. I'm to meet him in Clemson's warehouse, down the docks. He's buying me passage to France.
And you'd meet a killer? Down by the Thames? Alone? On the promise of money?
Emily Lacey. I thought you were bright.
My colleague in the Ministry of Justice has applied for the pardon. And, most surprisingly, it's been vouched for by Lord Leadsom. I'm optimistic.
Thank you.
I have 1 hour.
I believe you have my dress. Well, would you like it back? It isn't really my color. My husband is smitten with your color. He has sugar plantations in the West Indies. Has he told you? The largest has 3,000 slaves. I visited once, and the stench of their quarters will stay with me for life. While I was there, a man was caught trying to run. The overseers set him on fire. I begged Lord Leadsom to stop it. And he said, such beasts barely feel pain. You are a lovely toy. And you keep him from my bed. Thank you for that.
How much of the money is mine?
You can have all of it. Money isn't my motive. It's you.
Nance? You've no idea where she is either.
They were just there.
I take care of her.
As do I. Margaret always hated the whole idea of marriage. She only did it to get back home.
Let me tell you. This is not a marriage of convenience. If I'm honest, I knew she'd have someone back here.
And I knew she'd meet someone over there. Wouldn't have wanted her to be alone. Jesus. It's enough to flay a man. Drink.
At our age, fighting for a girl.
This is Richard, your uncle. We've got Henry, great Uncle Rupert. And you will be a great man like them.
Where's Miss Pettifer?
I sent her back to her family.
I understand why young men revere you.
Let's hope this one does.
You're strong, cultured, everything a man should be. I'm going to lay my predicament at your feet. I need your help.
Oh.
Sophia's gone. I don't know where he's taken her. Harcourt, if anyone can find them, it's you.
I'm so glad you came to me. I made some inquiries, and the man she married, Edmund Turner, he's a notorious gambler. Why on earth did you let him near her?
There are plenty of other fools with coins. Less tarnished coins, less tarnished fools. Lord Leadsom, may I speak with you?
Look at this gentleman. My tawny temptress can't leave me alone.
I can't see you anymore. Forgive me, but I do not want your custom.
But why? I've lavished care on you.
I cannot take your coin again.
But why, goddamn you?
Because you are a man with no dignity.
He's turned you against me.
No. No, you plowed your own field.
Margaret?
Lydia Quigley. Your servant let me in.
What business do you have here?
I've come to warn you. What you've got into bed with.
No, thank you. You can leave.
Margaret Wells cannot love, she can only use. Her heart's a broken and misshapen thing. When she tries, she damages. Her daughters, one dead, one brittle as a shard of glass.
You're poisonous.
She poisoned my angel against me this very day. She saw love in my Kate and she ruined it. She'll grow on you like mistletoe, but she won't love. She'll suck you dry.
She has a heart of darkness. But I've learned from her. Survival, for one.
How will you survive this?
I can't even work. There's milk leaking from my breasts.
Some coals like that. I went to the jelly shop.
Hmm?
You were a bitch to me, Anne Pettifer. But you don't deserve this.
Tell me about the Marquis of Blaine.
That's all that I have.
I know you've got more.
That was never a proper marriage we had. No court of law would uphold it. That's my debt repaid. Now be gone.
No court of law would support a Molly House board.
You got nothing on me but spite.
Oh!
You can settle the rest the way you always used to.
What's this?
This is the wretch who once tied me with a fleet marriage. He whipped my son, so I left him.
Sounds like it's time you went.
Not till I've got what I came for.
That is more than I owe you. Let that be an end to it.
Don't touch me, filthy Molly!
You want to sleep in the Thames tonight? Show your face round here again, and it'll be your final resting place. Giving him all your coin. Lydia Quigley's circling this place. How are you going to protect my daughter?
So many times I've started again. I take what I can, and Fredo and I begin anew. So tired of running. I desperately want this house to work. Stay. Have a drink with me. If you want Lucy, she'll be back soon.
I thought you filled with straw. Woman of hats and smiles.
I am what I have to be. And the world loves hats and smiles.
I want to look him in the eye. Find out once and for all.
If he killed Charlotte, I'll drag him to the law myself.
I knew you'd run blabbing.
She was afraid. And who could blame her?
Look at that, Nance. It's the face of a murderer. Did you kill my Charlotte?
You're the hanged murderess. You're supposed to be dead. Don't come at me with accusations. You should have trusted me. I've got your money. You could have taken it and gone.
I knew you meant mischief. I knew you meant me harm.
Now, I'm going to make myself a friend of the law and hand you in.
You'll pull that trigger before you take me anywhere.
Haven't you enough blood on your soul?
Nance, what have you done?
That's it.
Go somewhere busy and make sure you're seen.
What am I going to do without you, Charlotte?
Nancy killed him. Isaac Pincher.
Good.
What brings you here?
I don't know. My boots just took me.
Where you been?
I took a walk. I felt queasy.
You might want to sit down then. And close your eyes.
Why?
Just close them. A tavern. I bought it for us. No Isaac. Just me and you.
No one's ever done
The
anything.
things you've done, the loyalty you've shown me. There's no one else like you. I love you.